Hey everyone, welcome to Gentle PSD. First let me thank you for all the support you gave me. That gives me the motivation to keep making tutorial. Today in this exciting tutorial we will be learning about how to create super smooth logo reveal animation in After Effects. Let's take a look at what we are going to create. That looks super awesome. Before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe button and bell icon for more amazing tutorials like this. Without any further ado, let's begin. Create a new composition. I will name it as Logo Reveal. Width is 1920 and the height is 1080. 25 frames 10 seconds duration. Click OK. Create new folder by clicking on this folder icon. I will name it as Images. We will now import our stock photos to our image folder in the project panel. We will use 5 stock photos. Select all of them and drag it to our image folder like this. Now we imported our stock images. It's time to animate it. Drag an image to our timeline like this. Press S to bring the scale and decrease its size until it fits. Now press P to bring the position. Keyframe it and drag it upwards, until it completely disappears. Like this. Take the indicator to 10th frame and bring the photo back to its place. Highlight the keyframe and press F9 to ease it. Go to Graph Editor by clicking on this graph icon. Zoom in a little. Drag the left tangent handle to the right. Don't drag it all the way to the end, only just a little, like this. Go to Timeline and play it. That looks perfect. We will do the same process to all the images. Again, drag an image and place it on top. Press P to bring the position. Make sure the indicator is at the first frame. Keyframe the position and drag the image upwards. Like this. Place the indicator at 10th frame and bring the image back to its place. Again, highlight the keyframe and press F9 to ease it. Go to Graph Editor and drag the left tangent handle to the right a little. Come to the timeline again. Import the third stock photo on top of all layers. Press P to bring the position. Place the indicator at the first frame and keyframe the position. Press S to bring the scale and decrease its size to fit. Again, press P to bring the position and drag it upwards again. Place the indicator at 10th frame and drag the image back to its place. Highlight the keyframe and press F9 to ease. Again, go to Graph Editor and drag the handle to the right. We will do the same process like we did on the previous images. After you keyframed the images, select the second image from the bottom, and drag it to 6th frame, third image to 11th frame. Finally 4th image to 17th frame. Each image should have 5 frame gap. If I drag the indicator, as you can see, the screen is black before the first image to arrive, and it won't look good in the final animation. So we will drag an image to the bottom to get rid of the black screen. Scale its size to fit. Now let's play it and see how it looks. That looks really good. Now minimize the layers and select all of it. Right-click on it and select Pre-Compose. I will name it as Falling Photos. Pretty cool name, right? Take the indicator to 2 seconds and press Ctrl-Shift-D to split the layer in two. Delete the top layer by pressing backspace. Select this layer and right-click on it. Click Reveal Layer Source in Project option. It will reveal this layer in the project panel. Press Ctrl-D to duplicate it. Drag it and place it above our Falling Photos layer. Again press Ctrl-Shift-D to split the layer and delete the top layer. Double-click on the duplicated layer and delete the bottom photo. The reason we're deleting this bottom image is because we placed this layer on top of the Falling Photos layer. So the bottom layer will act as backdrop. Drag the layer to the right like this. Take the indicator and find where our final photo of the Falling Photos layer is settling down. As you see, the final image is settling here. Drag the duplicated layer to that point, so the animation will continue after the first one ends. Again press Ctrl-D to duplicate it and find where the final photo is settling and drag the duplicated layer to that point. We will keep doing this process until we fully covers 10-second duration. Now we arranged the animated photos. Let's play it. That looks good. But as you can see, there is brief slowdown from final photo to first photo of each layer. To correct that, drag the layer where the final photo is at the center of the canvas. Select all the above images and drag it to that point. Now take the indicator and see where's the final photo comes to the center in the second layer. Drag all the above images to that point. We will keep doing this until we finish adjusting all the layers. Now play it again and see how it looks. That looks great. You can see that we now don't have any kind of lag between the animation. We will duplicate it one more time to fill the 10-second duration. Select all the layer and pre-compose it. I will name it as Falling Photos Main. Before we continue to the next step, I just want you to know that each tutorial is made with lot of love and hard work. Your support is my motivation. So please keep giving me your support and I will keep making awesome tutorials. Now let's continue. Right-click and create a new solid. I will name it as orange. Change the color to orange. You can use the same color as mine, just copy this hexadecimal code in the description and paste it onto your color code box. Click OK. Take the text tool. I will use a font called Strike. Now type in the name you want. I will type in logo. Take the move tool and place the text in the center. Again take the text tool and type in smooth. Press Ctrl-Alt-Home on the keyboard to bring the anchor point to the center. Decrease its size and place it at the top of the logo. Again take the text tool and I will type reveal and place it below of our logo text. Now select all three text layers and pre-compose it. I will name it as text. Change the matte of orange layer to alpha inverted matte. As you see now, we can able to see the background layers through the text cutouts on our orange layer. Select both text and orange layer, then pre-compose it. I will name it as title. Press P to bring the position and by holding Shift press S to bring the scale. Make sure the indicator is at the first frame. Keyframe both the position and scale like this. Increase the scale. We will use the cutout part on our text layer to see the falling photo's main layer. Drag the position to the left and increase its size again. Drag it to the left and increase its size again. Keep doing this until you can able to see the images clearly. Now we can see the images behind our text layer clearly. Take the indicator to 5 seconds. Bring the text layer back to its place by changing the size to 100 and position to 960 by 540. Highlight all the keyframes and press F9 to ease it. Go to Graph Editor and zoom in a little. Select both position and scale graph by shift selecting. Drag the left tangent handle to the right only by a little. Let's play it. That looks really good. We created that zoom out effect very smoothly. You can clearly sense that something is not right in this animation. That is because we can't see the images behind the text layer. We can only able to see them through the text shape. To make it more dynamic, double-click on the text layer. Select the orange layer and press T to bring the opacity. Change the opacity to 90%. Go to the main composition. Now we can clearly see the images behind our text layer and it looks super good. Let's play it. That looks really great. Now we will create that line effect. Hide both the layers. Take the pen tool. Make a line like this. Make sure the stroke is at 10 in the shape layer. Go to Content, Shape, Stroke and change the butt cap to round cap. Go to Add and select Trim Paths. Make sure the indicator is at the first frame. In the Trim Paths keyframe the start and end. Change both start and end to 0%. Take the indicator to 8th frame and change the start to 100%. Keyframe the end. Now place the indicator at 14th frame and change the end to 100%. Keyframe the start. Highlight the keyframes and press F9 to ease it. Let's play it. That looks perfect. We now created the line animation. I will name this layer as line. Press R to bring the rotation and change it to -45 degree. Now unhide both the layers. Now take the indicator and see where our text about to place in the center. This place look great. Drag the layer to that point. That looks too late. Drag it little to the front. That looks fine. Now right-click on the line layer and pre-compose it. I will name it as line. Take the line and place it over here. Press S to bring the scale and decrease its size a little. That looks good. Press Ctrl D to duplicate it, and place it like this. Again press Ctrl D to duplicate it and place it over here. As you can see, the line animation is not fitting well with the text animation, so select all three line layer and drag it little to the right. We will decrease its size again. Select all three line layers and press S to bring the scale again. Place it over here. Now drag the second layer little to the right and also drag the first layer little to the right like this. Let's see if it looks good. The timing between the lines a little late, so drag the first two layers little to the left. Like this. Let's play it. That looks perfect. Select all the line layers and pre-compose it. I will name it as lines. Now press Ctrl D to duplicate it. Drag it and place it over here. Now if I play it, from the start you can see that the photo animation looks not so realistic. To give it more depth, enable the motion blur by clicking on this box. Double-click on the falling photos main layer, and enable motion blur to all the layers. Double-click on the falling photos and do the same. Go back to falling photos main layer, go to the Effects and Presets panel. Type in CC Force Motion, drag the CC Force Motion blur to our bottom layer. In the Effects Control panel, change the blur sample to 7 and shutter angle to 160. We now have that motion blur to our images, which makes it more dynamic in terms of animation. Press Ctrl C to copy it and select all the other layers and press Ctrl V to paste it. Go to the main composition. Select all the layers and pre-compose it. I will name it as Logo Reveal Final, click OK. Go to 6 second 17th frame and press T to bring the opacity. Keyframe it and take the indicator to 1 second duration and change the opacity to 0%. Let's play the final effect and see how it looks. That looks amazing. You can adjust the opacity fade as per your choice. We finally created the logo reveal animation. We finally at the end of our tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this logo reveal animation tutorial. If you have any doubt, please comment in the comments section. I will reply to it as soon as I can. Please hit the subscribe button for more amazing tutorials like this. If you like this tutorial, hit the like button. See you on the next video. Thank you.